Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a nice week. Tonight, I want to talk about accepting failure. Now, I know I've said this over and over again, but I'll tell you once again, human beings make mistakes. We make mistakes all the time. And in doing so, we do fail on occasion. Often, as a matter of fact. Now, it feels so depressing when you fail. It feels so sad, so unaccomplishing when you fail. I've sure had my share of failures. It doesn't feel good. And it's one thing that we really choose not to feel. However, you cannot be afraid to fail. Failing is natural, believe it or not. Failing is, in fact, the key to success. Because when you fail, you either can have two options. You can either give up, or you can move on. I have had my share of failures. There are times where I felt like I should give up. I felt like I shouldn't really care about the subject. Because, at what point am I going to do better? I'm just going to keep on failing. But that's not the attitude to have. If you tell yourself you're going to keep failing, you will eventually keep failing. But if you tell yourself, next time I'll be sure to do better, then you will do better. You gotta have that confidence to ensure yourself that I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to do better. Next test, I'll show my teacher or boss, supervisor, anyone that I am not a failure. You are no failure. You're a human. You do fail. But you actually learn from your failures in order to achieve success. Failure is in place to ensure that we succeed. Because if we succeed all the time, we'll never know what it's like to fail. And consequently, if you fail all the time, you'll never know what it's like to achieve success. Success is a beautiful thing. And you'd be surprised how you learn success. Some of the smartest people I know, they probably have failed often. You always think of the smartest person in your school, in your class, they probably have never failed in their lives. Wrong. Smart people, they have failures. But how they learn from their failures is different from everyone else. Now, what makes them so smart? It's not because they have good grades. It's because they have learned from failure. That they've learned to use that failure as their tool for success. Therefore, the message to you is this. Do not be afraid to fail. Don't look at failure as your sign of giving up. Failure is a sign to move on and to learn from it, to learn from your failure so that you can be successful. There is no success without failure, and there is no failure without success. Thank you all for listening to me, and I'll see you all again next week.